Let's break it down. First of all, the average guy has been conditioned since he was a teen to chase. Text first. Be nice. Keep her entertained. Keep her interested. And you know what that does? It turns him into a provider of attention, not a man of value. But when you flip the script and pull back, you stop being the background noise. You become a question mark. And trust me, people don't ignore question marks. They obsess over them. So what does she do? She watches. Even if she acts cool, even if she seems distant, she's watching. She checks your Instagram stories. She sees you online. And even if she doesn't like, comment, or message, she's paying attention. Why? Because your silence created a void. And human nature hates a void. Especially when it comes from someone who used to give them attention. She's not confused because you stopped texting. She's confused because she doesn't understand why. And that confusion becomes fuel. She starts thinking, wondering, doubting, and yeah, maybe even regretting. Then one day, out of nowhere, you get that classic message. Hey stranger. A meme. A random question. You think it's harmless. But it's not. That text? It's a probe. She's testing the waters. Does he still care? Will he answer right away? Can I still pull him in with minimal effort? Most guys see that message and go full "she wants me back" mode. Big mistake. Because she's not trying to come back. She's trying to see if you're still there. If you're still on the hook. The power move? Stay grounded. Short response. No emojis. No excitement. Just enough to show you're alive, but not waiting. Because here's the thing. When you stop giving your full energy to someone who wasn't matching it, you start getting clarity. And she starts feeling pressure. That's when the real shift happens. She posts a fire selfie. She throws up some cryptic quote about letting go or not chasing. She suddenly looks like she's out living her best life with new friends. None of it's random. It's all part of the script. She wants you to see it. And she's watching to see how you react. Don't take the bait. You start liking her post or sliding back into her DMs and it's over. You just gave her what she wanted, your attention. The only move that works? Silence. Let her feel the void you left. Let her wonder if maybe, just maybe, she lost something valuable. Now here's where it gets interesting. She might act like she doesn't care. She might post more. Laugh more. Be unbothered. But real detachment doesn't have to act attached. If she truly moved on, she wouldn't need to show it. She'd just move on. So when she's doing the most to show you how fine she is, that's when you know she's not. And that's your cue to do nothing. Let her play the cool game. You just focus on your path. Because the moment she realizes her tricks aren't working, the doubt creeps in. She starts thinking, did I mess this up? Is he really gone? And if you stay grounded, that power shift becomes permanent. Sometimes, she'll try something new, jealousy. She mentions a friend from work. She posts a picture with some guy, just ambiguous enough to make you wonder. She's hoping to rattle you. To see if you'll react. And when you do, boom. She's got you again. But here's the harsh truth. If she really liked that guy, you wouldn't know about it. She wouldn't need to show you. She'd just be with him. So if she's advertising it, it's not love. It's strategy. And the moment you refuse to react, you break the pattern. You hold the frame. Eventually, she'll come back. But it won't be with flowers and apologies. It'll be on her terms. She'll act like nothing happened. Maybe a casual hey or reply to your story. She's not admitting anything. She's checking if the door's still open. And that's your test. Because if you open that door too quickly, she'll walk in, look around, and walk right back out. But if you keep the door half closed, if she has to knock a few more times, then you get to see if she's serious. And let me be clear, a woman who values you won't play games. She won't disappear and reappear when it suits her. She won't expect to be welcomed back without effort. If she's not showing accountability, if she's not matching your energy, she's not worth the invitation back. Some women won't come back at all. They'll try to move on. Maybe you see her in a new relationship. She looks happy. And it hits you. Did she really move on that fast? Was I that easy to replace? But here's the truth. Most of the time, it's not healing. It's escaping. It's distraction, not growth. Because when someone really moves on, they don't need to prove it. They just go. So if she's showing off a new guy, let her. It's not a loss. It's clarity. You now know where she stands. And if she was just pretending all along, eventually, the act breaks. And she'll be left wondering what happened to the man who used to chase her. But he's not chasing anymore. He's focused. He's unbothered. He's grounded. Be that man. The one who doesn't beg. The one who doesn't fold. The one who doesn't lose sleep over someone who wasn't consistent. Let her think. Let her wonder. Because once she feels what it's like to lose your attention, she'll never forget that feeling. And if she never comes back, good. That means she wasn't for you. And you dodged the bullet of being with someone who only wants you when it's convenient. Remember, you don't need to win her back. You need to win yourself back. Now let me ask you this. Have you ever stopped chasing and she suddenly started noticing you again? Did she come back? Try to act like nothing happened. Drop your story in the comments. I want to hear how it played out. And if this video hit you in the chest, subscribe. We're not just here for advice. We're here for clarity, strategy, and real talk that actually helps. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a like. And remember, protect your energy, protect your focus, and stay unshakable.